Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters. The event of a tie on points is decided on total weight over the 3 days. Thanks to a very generous sponsorship from Daiwa, we've got an AirZ Pro Pole for the winner. We've also got an Arity Pro Pole for the biggest single weight of the week.
Day one of the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters. Firstly, massive thank you to Daiwa. They've sponsored it now really generously for the 12th year on the trot. And you know, it's probably my favourite, well, it is my favourite festival of the year, so a massive thank you to Daiwa for the sponsorship. Catchmore do brilliant coverage of this as well, so it really becomes a prestigious event. Really excited to get going. I've won this previously in the past twice, but I've not actually won it for 10 years, so I would love to win it for a third time. We've started off with an half decent draw. We've got 46 on the high pool. 46, 48 tend to be really good area on this lake. It's quite wide, so I'm gonna have to fish a long pole today, which is hard work, but it gives you a chance of catching a decent weight as well. So fingers crossed we can get off to a decent start. Massive thanks to Tunnel as well for putting the event on. The venue looks absolutely amazing. It's all been trimmed nicely. We should be in for a cracking 3 days. So yeah, if we can get some of these young superstars beat, hopefully, and get my name on that title for the third time.
Join me here today at Tunnel Barn Farm on day one of the Pole Fishing Masters, generously sponsored by Daiwa. There's some massive prizes up for grabs, an AirZ Pro for the winner overall, an Arity Pro for the biggest weight of the week. Today I've drawn peg 12 on high pool. I was on this lake yesterday on the practice match. I was on peg 4, I had £135 12 for 5th overall. So I've got a bit of an idea of what I'm going to do. My main plan of attack will be cast a shallow in the edge to the cover, cast a shallow across, and then a bit of ground bait in the edge for hopefully catch a few carp late on.
So, day one of the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters here at Tunnel Barn. I've drawn a good peg today, 10 on house. Looks really good. Weather's beautiful, there's a few muggers around. Hopefully we can have a good day. You need a good day, good start in these festivals, so hopefully we can have a good start. Massive thanks to Daiwa for the sponsorship of the event. Absolutely great event, and they get behind it every single year. I think it's their 11th year they've got behind it now, so massive thank you to that. Tunnel Barn Farm as well, what a venue. Is there a better venue for it? I don't think there is. So massive thanks to Sarah, all the Tunnel Barn team. What they do behind the scenes we don't see, and I know it's a lot of work. So big thanks to all of them. Thanks to Tom and Catchmore Media and everyone for helping run the event. It's a great event. Love to win it. I was second last year. Got beat by Kieran on weight on the last day. So I'm going to give it me all. Try and go one better this year. But you need a good start. So hopefully we can get off with a section win on day one.
Right, day one, and I've drawn peg 4 on house pool, which I'm not unhappy with. Dummy did come out a little bit at first because it's in the really good section with all the best pegs, but now I'm here. I do fancy a little bit. It looks really nice. The wind's blowing this way. It just looks a bit fishy. It looks really good. I've got a bit of an issue with Sam on peg 6. He's going to take some real beating, and young Alex next to me as well, who's the informed junior angler at the venue, I'm going to say. But still, I do fancy it. I think I'm going to have a nice day. I need it to fish a little bit trickier. Maybe 100, 120 pound to give me a chance, but so if I can tick over, put a few fish in the net, hopefully we can come. I'd take second now. So top 2 would be a great result from this peg, I'm going to say. But really, really looking forward to it.
When my mind gets tired of waiting, it'd be wasted time to save this. Is it so wrong? I wanna walk away from all the changes. Need to switch up my thoughts now. Need to cut off my ties now. I've been living a lie, staring in your life. Don't try to save me.
It's hard to believe that this is the 11th Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters, and it's bigger and better than ever. Stephen, you've been with us since word go. You've backed this to the hilt. Yet again this year we've got 3 poles to give away, all in association with the event. Just tell me a little bit from a sponsor's point of view about what it means to you, this event.
Well, being connected to prestigious events is good for any brand. Of course, there's a pole fishing championship, which is a very relevant category for us in the market. I'm pleased to see quite a lot of those poles getting used at this event. And of course, as you've seen us, we've both developed a big effort over the years to bring more and more of a window to the sport and to the day-to-day proceedings. And I think from a spectator point of view, we've cultivated quite a bit of an audience.
Yeah.
Look at last year, we did some proper analysis of the social media, and between Daiwa and Catchmore, we smashed 1 million reach, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I spoke to some people who say they got no work done that week because they were constantly online looking at the results, which is testimony to our efforts, mate. So we both deserve congratulations for that. But also, I think the longer term success is starting to come to roost now. The relationship with Tunnel, they look after us brilliant. They've got an amazing calendar of superb events now. I think we've set a bit of a standard there. I think it's fair to say.
It's worth saying, you know, they say imitation's the best form of flattery. And Sarah and myself have obviously been approached by other companies, and now, based on the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters model that's always run in June, we've now got a spring event and an autumn event, which, you know, why break a winning formula? The formula's the same. And for professional top flight match fishing, these events set the bar, and it's thanks to yourself to who got behind that first one that sort of created that trend, I'd say.
Being at the event for 3 days is, you know, represent the company is really useful. I get to meet and talk to everybody, and every conversation is feedback. When you hear lines like "this is the major," you take a lot of kind of satisfaction from that we're obviously doing most of the things right. We keep talking about ideas to make it better or evolve it. And I think as well, it's starting to lay its legacy now with the junior events that Sarah's been investing her effort into.
I wanted to just talk a bit more about this, because with Daiwa, it's something that you're passionate about. Here at Tunnel Barn, there's 2 junior festivals, you've sponsored both of them. We've actually got young Alex Major, who won one of them, fishing the Pole Masters, so great progression for him. But also, I know you're big on supporting real grassroots stuff with the Canal and River Trust, getting people into fishing.
We've got a big commitment with them. I think from this year we've headlined it, we've committed £15,000 worth in goods in kind, and we've got a big event at Ellesmere Port where there's about 60 odd young anglers, and we've got another 3 regional events we sponsor, plus the Global Communities one in October, which is just under 300 youngsters. But we've also got a team league and a team final next April. So the whole thing is really, you know, it's gone up a level. I'm really pleased with it.
Day 2 with the Pole Masters, and I've drawn the famous peg 6 on house pool, which is a lovely peg. I actually, at the draw, I actually went in the bag and picked my peg out, and it said 14 jennies on it. So I was like, oh, probably won't be very good there. Then I got to the queue, and then front of the queue, and then Sarah said, it's not in 14 jennies. So I was like, oh right. She said, turn the disc over, and it was like 6 house. So I was buzzing with that. Couldn't believe it, yeah. So yesterday I drew 19 on club pool, which is also a lovely peg, lovely weed bed in front. So basically had a simple match, just fishing casters, long, shallow, up and down on the weed bed. Then I had quite a lot of fish in the edge later on, about 20 F1s in the edge. Finished up with 116 pound, which is enough to win the lake. So a great start. And then yeah, today basically it's just same again, I think. Casters shallow to the weed bed and shallow down the edge. Might throw a few maggots short for late. But hopefully it should be another simple day. Hopefully, fingers crossed, and get another section with.
So we're here today on the second day of the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters at Tunnel Barn Farm. Had a lovely day yesterday. Drew the peg I think that everybody wanted, house 6. Had a really simple match, just fished casters shallow across, casters in the edge, and a few short on pellets to end with 171 pound, which was just enough to win the match. Today not quite as good. I've drawn peg 19 on canal. Tough section, so I've got Ben Summer scales on 23, Jamie Adcock on peg 1. Like I say, Jordan was on this on the practice match and he caught some fish. I think he was second with 140 pounds, so hopefully I can just tick over some on casters across, some in the shallow water depending on how it plums up, and maybe an odd one short again on casters, and hopefully I can do enough to just sneak the section.
So here we are, day 2 of the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters. I had a great day yesterday, which is day 1. I drew canal 13, the M peg. Had a great day really, a bit lucky. The peg's not quite what it looked like last year, so I wasn't too sure, but it's ended up being great. I've underclicked a bit, thought I had like 130 pound, weighed like 170. Amazing day really, that was obviously enough to win the lake. Second in the match, just pounds short of the match win, so perfect start to the festival, couldn't have asked for much more. On to day 2, and I've drawn 21 on high pool. I always seem to draw this area every Masters. I was on 27 last year, and then obviously 23 on the first one of this year, the Spring Spectacular. I don't mind it, but obviously now I'm on this bank, so obviously I'm on 21 today. I'm in with 17, 15, which obviously are dominant pegs. It did fish really hard yesterday though, so I'm hoping if it does fish hard again, I think £70 won this section, so if it can catch like 80, 90 pounds to win the section, I think I could catch that. I'm just hoping just to try and catch on pellets early, and obviously try and get a run of fish on casters at some point. If I can just tick over all match, you don't know. Tough section though. I've got Jimmy Brooks on 17, and then a good lad on 15. I don't know what my section will be. I think it's that behind me as well. So we'll give it our best shot, and hopefully we can go into day 3 with 2 wins and gives me a chance to win in the festival. But we'll see how it goes.
Day 2 of the Pole Masters. Yesterday's draw I was on 12 on high pole. Managed to win my section with 81 pound. Had a lovely day really. I had 9 carp and the rest was F1s. Mainly caught in the edge down my right on 14.5 metres on casters, just pushing it in the grasses, mainly all carp on that and an odd F1. And then caught on the mud late. I had 10 pounder and a 7 pounder and a 4 pounder last hour, which just got me over the line just to win the section. So yeah, I was happy with that off that draw yesterday. Got another tough one today, I think. 21 on new. Looking at it, the wind's going down towards the bowl, 31 and that. So I don't know, it's going to be a tough day. The wind's off my back. But all I can hope for is catch short, just fish for bites today. Obviously need to win my section again, so hopefully I've got a good margin here. Hopefully a few carp come in there late and catch a few stockies for a start with and see how we end up at the end.
Day 2 of the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters 2025. It's looking a really exciting build-up, this one. And yesterday was, I'm going to say, one of the best matches we've sort of had in terms of how close it was. Just £1 separating first and second place.
Remarkable.
Peg 6 on house pool, Sam Slockett, brilliant performance from him. He actually won the match off there. Nice display of long pole caster fishing. But Brad Lucas ran him really close in the end, Stephen, didn't he?
I had a lovely corner. That peg's got form from last year. I think Rob Swan enjoyed the result from that. He had a nice corner, lots to work with. I've watched the video, he fished it brilliant. But next to peg 6, Jamie Hughes, superstar, ran them both close. 3 bites maybe.
And it's worth saying Jamie's peg, it's a good peg. It's not a flyer. I've never seen it win a match on one of these from memory. So yeah, Jamie did ever so well to push both Sam and Brad so close off there. But as we know, this is a 3-day event. And it's all very well having one good day. What you really need is 3 section wins, and probably a biggish weight to boot as well, looking at how this one's going to pan out. So who's caught your eye from the day 2 draw, would you say?
Well, on the negative side, I say Sam's on a tough area, in fairness to him. Looking around, I know Harry Billing isn't.
Harry
Bignell isn't happy.
What's the chances? Harry Bignell's doing the same peg 2 days on the trot.
He's got a smile on his face about it, but as I said to him, at least he's got a garage to use as a pole roller behind him. It's too early to say. This wind, this is going to transform it, I think. It's going to hurt some of the longer reaching pegs, but it's going to transform some of the ends, I think, especially the carp.
Yeah, the carp could well feed. I mean, High Pool, which is traditionally one of the best lakes here at Tunnel Barn, yesterday really switched off. Very tough on there, just 82 pound win in the lake on there, I think it was. So a proper tough old day by High Pool standards. Because them big fish haven't fed yesterday, I think you might be right, they could well feed today, them bigger carp.
I tell you what I've noticed, few fish on the top, cruising around compared to yesterday where they were all up. I don't know if that's going to be a clue to what happens, but with this wind on it and in the right corners, somebody could really make hay in the latter stages.
Yeah. If I was a betting man, I'd say today, James Howarth, peg 6 on house, definitely. I'd say Jamie Hughes, I think he's 21 on extension.
All right.
That's going to be very, very good. They'd be the 2 that caught my eye straight away from the draw, but as you say, anything's possible, isn't it?
Yeah, especially the carp.
minutes clapping in memory of a man who's a great friend of a lot of people here. You know, a lot of you are wearing his clothing, most of you, I'm going to say, fishing with his floats. Richie Wilson, who very sadly passed away on Sunday. So I'd like 60 seconds clapping, and then we'll get things underway. Thank you.
Day 3 of Daiwa Pole Masters today. I've drawn peg 7 on extension. It's gone pretty well so far. First day I was on new 44. I came second in my section on that one. Bit unlucky, I had Mikey in the corner and he beat me. He had 140 pound, I had 138. Yesterday I was on house 27, had a nice day to win the section with 115 pounds. So on 3 points, still stand a good chance, especially with how the festival's fishing. We had 19 people on a section win on day 1, and by yesterday there's only 3 people on perfect score. So literally anything can happen. With the nature of the fishing at the moment, how hot it is, the amount of fishing cover, it's definitely mixed it right up. So like I said, 7 on extension, which is lovely peg. It's caught fish every day. Hasn't won the section yet, but I should get a few bites. It's going to be really hard today though. I've got some brilliant anglers in the section. Bennett's on 13, George's on 23, Ryan Watson, there's loads of them. So yeah, be up against it, but yeah, hopefully have a nice day.
Right, so on day 3 of the Pole Masters here at Tunnelbarn Farm. Now, the first 2 days I've been really lucky. I've got 2 section wins. So the first day I was on top 22. Now it was a long way to the lily pads. I've had 86 pounds. I've got lucky because I've beat Andy Bennett by 4 pounds, but I shipped to the lily pads all day. It's about 16.5, 17 metres on Caster's Sheller. Just a simple overshotted rig between 10 and 16 inch. That's how I've caught that day. And then yesterday I've had a lovely day on Club 21. There's a bit of cover across, so dead simple. I've been on that lake before this time of year. When it's bright and sunny, you need cover, and I've drew it every day, so that's why I've been lucky. And I've caught some really, really big stamp fish across, just casters, fishing between, a little bit deeper then, there's like 13 to 16 inch on overshotted. So I got 2 section wins. I'm sitting 3rd in the festival at the minute, and I've drew today a really good peg. I've drew 31 in house pool. Now, it's over the bridge, it's in the middle of the lake, and it's where the big fish live. I know some big fish live short, and I've got some cover as well, which is so important on this festival. You need cover, you need to be a bit lucky and draw them pegs with cover. It's bright hot, it's probably going to be like 25, 26 degrees today. But the only thing is, I've got Andy Man on peg 6. That's won the match both days with a big weight, 170 pound. But I'm not going to sit down on my peg and feel like I've been beat already. I know, I've seen this before, I've seen Jordan catch a weight of it. This is a really good peg for big stamp fish. So hopefully there's a few fish drifted across from that peg 6 into this little area where I am. It did have 130 pounds yesterday, so it's not like it's been barren. It's a really good peg, so hopefully I can just do enough and pip that section win. But you never know, the way it's fishing at the minute, they might not need 3 wins to win, which would be a rare thing for this festival because the standard's so high. But hopefully we can get over the line, section win, nice big weight, and get our hands on the trophy.
Day 3 of the Masters today, and yesterday I drew peg 6 on house pool, which is a lovely peg that I've always wanted to draw, and I managed to win the match with 170 pound 1 ounce, and I did actually go over in my net by 2 pound, which could cost me the biggest weight of the week, but you know, it's still a point. Today I've drawn 21 on new pool. Funnily enough, I drew this peg last year on the same day and I actually won the lake, but the wind was coming down here, and today it's just flat calm, and I've got some good anglers to my left. Lee Riley, got John Harvey up there, Steve Koback. They've all got a lot of cover across, so that's going to help them today, and I've not really got much cover. Just got to hope they come in that edge to give me half a chance. But I'm on 2 points, leading the festival, so hopefully I can try and get a section win and win the title. It'll be lovely.
Right, we're on day 3 of the Daiwa Pole Masters. So a little summary of my week so far. I've been on peg 38 on new. I had a magic day. I've caught £137 to win the lake. I've just caught on a couple of lines, worms and casters. Mega day, caught some real big ones late in the edge. Then on day 2, I've been on another good peg, 11 on canal, just on the end peg down there. And again, I've had a great day. Fished worms across and just shipped back a little stocky pretty much all day for £131. That won the section. And today, it's all to play for. I've drawn 34 up on high pool. I didn't really want to be on this lake. It's been fishing tough, but the one thing with it is pretty fair. I don't think there's any real standout pegs in this section, so I'm hoping I can fish a good match. Just goes my way a little bit, win the section. We might even win the Pole Masters, depending on other results. So, all to play for. Super excited. Let's get it done.
Well, what a vista today is turning into. The sun's shining, and you know what? Just when you think you know how a venue's going to fish, you see it for 2 days in similar conditions, it changes. Carp everywhere, feeding.
I told you.
Did you? It's very interesting, isn't it?
It's spectacular.
It's going to mix things up. That biggest weight of the week will almost certainly go today. Tom Edwards behind us, mitting to £60 already. You know, I'm going to say he's got a lot more than that. I've been watching Andy Bennett on the corner in extension, unfancied peg, catching a carp every put in.
Does he really?
Andrew Mann on the usual pegs, you know, peg 6 on house. Lovely day, as per. Won a chuck under that reed bed. And there's a lot of pegs we can't get to where a no carp feed. You know, Matty Dawes, for all we know, he could be catching a carp a chuck. But what do you reckon? Who's your money on at this stage?
I'd say Welsh Supremo himself. I think he's catching well. He got off to a flying start, caught some big fish quick, and the news is he's kept catching, so he's obviously got in front quick. Hard to see him getting beaten, and he'd be carrying 3 wins.
Yeah, 3 wins. If he's the only one on 3 wins, obviously he'll win it. Matty Dawes though, at the back of that island, he's the unknown quantity. Now I spoke to Jamie Hughes, and obviously Jamie's Matty's mentor, I'd like to say. They sort of get on very well. And Jamie spoke to him on the phone, and he's catching well. He doesn't think though, these are his words, I don't think he's catching enough to win. But obviously no one knows what Andy Mann's up to, do they? He is catching, but...
Well, Jamie proved that you can run peg 6 close on the first day at 159 to the 171.
And let's not forget yesterday, the peg that Matty's on had £130.
Yeah.
Dan Lee, you know, great angler, great weight. It's not unthinkable, is it?
No, it's difficult to predict, but it is shaping up. I think you know who's going to make it into the top 5, top 10. But what will the whole top 10 be? Well, anything's possible, because it's only 3 people started on 2 perfect scores.
Yeah, we're playing the top 16 this year.
Marvellous, isn't it?
I'm going to say 6 points might sneak in, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Easily could sneak in with 6 points.
Yeah, I can see that. Then it just goes to show you where you've still got to, even with like, you don't start with a win and you don't get a win on the second day, you've still got something to go at.
Yeah, just got to keep the faith, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, it's one hell of a battle. Let's get around the lakes and get a bit more footage. I just want to say a couple of thank yous. This venue just goes from strength to strength, if you ask me. I mean, today's results, we'll come on to them in a minute, but quite scary, some of the weights that's been caught today. And it's one of the very few places you go that there's a lot of bites, there's a lot of F1s, anglers are always busy, but there's those bigger carp as well. And it makes it a really interesting match. Not just for you anglers, but for the people who watch at home, and everything, it's appreciated. And all that doesn't come without a lot of hard work by the fishery team. So a big round of applause please for Sarah and the team at Tunnel Barn. Secondly, as you can imagine, last year we celebrated the 10th year of the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters, and after that we took a good look at the event and the sponsorship of the event, and it's been a big commitment for Daiwa to be behind this for 11 years now. An awful lot of money, not only in tackle but in people's time, goes into this, and not only are they keen to continue that, they're keen to basically look at ways of improving it even further, and that's down to Stephen McCaveney and Daiwa, so a massive round of applause for Stephen. From now on, so 10th place, picking up 400 quid, 5 points and a weight of 262.5, Andy Bennett. Well done, love. 9th overall, again 5 points, a weight of 296.11, picking up 450 quid, Callum Dix.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thanks, brother. Cheers. I'll stay here.
Yeah. 8th overall, picking up 500 quid, 5 points, and a weight of 307.11, Steve Openshaw. Well done, mate.
Cheers, Tom. Thank you.
7th overall now, 550 quid, 5 points, and a weight of 333.8. Brilliant performance from this man, Matt Redman. This man really needs this cap because he's fished for 3 days in a woolly hat. I don't know how he does it. 6th place overall, picking up 600 quid. He's had 5 points and a weight of 393.15. Chris Riley. Well done, Chris.
Thank you.
5th overall now, with 4 points and a weight of 328.15, picking up 700 quid, Tom Edwards. Well done, mate. Fourth overall, 4 points, a weight of 331.8, Andy Bennett. Well done, mate. Third overall now, again 4 points, a weight of 344 pound exactly, picking up 1,000 quid, John Harvey. Well done. Second overall, again 4 points, a weight of 356.14, picking up 1,500 quid, Matty Dawes. Well done, mate. Now we give 2 poles away, or we give 3 poles away actually if you take the Facebook competition, but we give 2 major poles away on this event for the anglers. And one goes to the biggest weight of the week. And the idea of that is even on the last day, somebody can win that. And that's exactly what's happened today. So with a weight of 195 pound, winning a Daiwa Arity Pro pole, Andy Bennett. And that leaves only first place to pay out. This man's fished a blinder all week. Not always in the easiest areas, he's really had to grind and graft to get to the perfect score that he's ended up with. He's also been so consistent at this venue over the last few years, winning the Spring Spectacular last year. Fantastic talent and a brilliant performance this week. He's had a perfect score of 3 points and a weight of 406 pound 11 ounce. Picking up £3,000 and the Daiwa AZ pole. Big round of applause, Mikey Williams. Well done, mate, bloody awesome. Here he is, folks, the newly crowned Daiwa Pole Fishing Master 2025, Mikey Williams. Mikey, awesome 3 days,
Thank
mate.
you, boy.
Awesome performance from you. It's interesting walking around the lakes. We've seen a lot of people fishing overshotted rigs. We've seen a lot of people fishing hard pellets and things like that. But you've really had to vary the methods to catch, haven't you?
Yeah. Worms has been really good for me the last 3 days. Like casters, but I don't think I fed 4 pints over the whole couple of days. I probably fed more today than what I have for the rest of the couple of days. I've caught in the bottom, I've caught a few shallow, I've caught a few mugging, I've caught a few in the edge. Mainly on the bottom, I'd say 70% of my fish have been caught in the bottom on worms, which is a little bit different to what a lot of people have done fishing to cover overshotting. So it just goes to show there's a place for a bit of everything.
Absolutely, yeah. You've done things your own way. And
that's right, just sort of fished to like, you know, like I've drawn pegs that have kind of suited me, like where you've got to mess around a little bit. So just played into your hands, really. Brilliant.
You won the Spring Spectacular last year.
Yeah.
This year you've won the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters. What does this trophy mean to you?
It's got to be the best festival in the country, hasn't it? I mean, not just, oh, that's a nice one, by a long, long way. Like, the work Daiwa put into it, the amount of prizes and stuff they're giving out, money, the fishery is amazing, you guys got good coverage, people are gasping and on their phones waiting for updates all the time. I think all those things together and the standard of anglers, you know, not just, you've got all the top anglers, but then you've got all the other anglers that are coming and having a go for themselves. We've seen like loads of anglers today have had brilliant results, made it into the top 15, mixing it with all the best anglers in the country, which is nice to see everybody getting stuck in.
Absolutely. It's certainly become, from our point of view, the ticket to have. I mean, we had 80 on the reserve list
Yeah, that's what showed today.
Queuing to get in. But at the end of the day, mate, it's all about, you know, elite match fishing this event. This is what we set it up as. And to win it, to walk home with that trophy, I couldn't ask for a more deserving winner.
This, I think this and Fish are about the two to win, in like what I feel about anyway.
So you've got £3,000 in cash, and you've got an AZ pole.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the money? What's the plan?
Probably just have another month or two off work. And then when I'm skinned, I'll go back on the brush again. That's probably going to be the plan, to be honest.
Well, I can't fault you, especially while the weather's like this.
Yeah, that's right, 100%.
Well, superb performance.
Thank you. Thank you,
Made
all,
up for you, mate.
Chef, thank you, mate. Next try.